Good evening, everyone. Today is August 1st, 2025, and I hope that you all are well. I want to welcome you to my studio. I am your creative coach, Lisa Fulford, and tonight, or this evening, we are doing a fun fold. So I truly appreciate you stopping by. And so I have started a new episode of Fun Fold Fridays. And so I have it's a type of fun fold that is like, it's a gatefold, but it's got a little twist to it. And so Fun Fold Fridays card making demonstration using Stampin' Up's products that are a lot of fun to play around with because they coordinate so nicely. And so I've got a few different products where I've been trying to also do a Christmas card at least once a week. And so that's what I'm going to do for this evening, is also a Christmas card. So anyway, we will get started with that. And so let's change the camera to the other angle like this. And let's see, make certain I've got everything here. And I've got a couple more things here. It seems like I'm missing something else, but I'll find it, hopefully. So I'm looking for my my sentiment, but we'll figure that out. All right, so this is the card that we're going to make. So it's a gatefold, but it also is like a triple crisscross fold. So there you go, peace on earth, and you put it back together that way, and Merry Christmas, and then it's got some little extra little gems on there. So I have those. I got the ribbon. Look at that glimmer paper. Isn't that just gorgeous? And so that's the card we're going to make. So I have some of my supplies here, and I have some of the doves, and the what we're using is, like, let's see, peace on earth, and then there's another one that goes along with that. Got lip stuff everywhere. As peaceful days, it kind of is a whole suite. And so we've got the glimmer paper, we have DSP, we have the peaceful days, and we also have peace on earth. And it comes with the different dies for the little doves and some of the sprigs there. And so it's a really nice set, nice suite that you might want to consider purchasing. I also have some Secret Sea ink, and then the Peace on Earth stamp. I also have this gorgeous ribbon, and I already have my bow made. There we go. Make it a little quicker. And it is the, let's see, what's it called? The silver edged ribbon, and this is in, I think, Misty Moonlight. Yep, it sure is. Misty Moonlight. I love this color. I love this ribbon, and it makes a really beautiful bow. It takes it a little bit more because it has these little edging on there. And so you have to kind of work with it to get your bow how you want it, but it makes a gorgeous bow. It just takes a little bit of finesse to get it how you want it. Put that over there. I've got another class on Monday, and it takes that ribbon, so I'm just trying to keep that stuff together. And then we have the Hues of Blues flowers, and they're so beautiful. I like those. That's what the little things that I put on there. So I'll put that right over here. So we've already talked about the doves and the ribbons. So let's talk about the cardstock and things that we need. This is a piece of Misty Moonlight, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, and it has been scored at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8. Or you could do a 2 1/8 off one end and 2 1/8 off the other end. That's what I did. And then there's a little trick for folding it. So there's that. And then we have, let's see, we have 3 pieces of the Peaceful Garden Glimmer paper. And this, we've got 3 different ones, 2 that are the same, excuse me, same size, and 1 that is a little bit different. So the 2 pieces of glimmer paper, they're the same size, and they are 1 3/4 by 4, and there's 2 of those. And then this one is 1 1/2 by 4, and there's only 1 of those. And then we have the DSP, and we have 2 of those that are at 1 1/2 by 3 3/4. And then this one here is 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. And so it's just the back side of this. And that's what I like about Stampin' Up! Products, is that they coordinate together so nicely. And so usually if you have something on one side, you just flip it around and you can use the other side as your piece for to add to your card. Then I also have a piece of, this is called Cloud Cover, and this one is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Excuse me. And then I have a piece of Basic White, and it is, let's see, 5 inches by 3 3/4. There we go. And then I'm still looking for those. Oh, I can't remember what they're called. It's this. It's like an ephemera pack. That's not them. Well, I did drop some stuff on the floor, but I don't think it was that. It's probably right here on the desk, and I just can't see it because that's generally how things go for me. Is that's right here somewhere. I don't know. When we get to that part, I may have to stamp a sentiment. So anyway, this is going to be a fairly quick card, even though it's got lots of pieces to it. It's not bad at all. So I'm going to do a little bit of, whoops, a little bit of my inking and do a little bit of my stamping. So I'm going to grab my piece of white that's going to go on the inside. And then I have just a little blending brush that has some blue already on it. And I use this with all different types of blue. I mean, different colors. I don't necessarily have like multiple different blues. I just use up the ink and then I dip it in a different color. But I'm going to grab, this is Balmy Blue, and I don't really want a lot. I just want a little bit. And then I want to do it mainly in the middle. If I just keep it moving, I don't get those spots on there. You always want to tap off onto this. And then I want to take that up to this corner where I'm going to put the dove. I'll tell you what, this is a muscle workout for you. And so I just really have it up here and right through here. I didn't go in that corner, and I didn't go all the way down. And if you see some white that you don't like, you just fill it in this way. But that looks pretty good. And I have a little bit left on here, which is fine because then I can always switch to a different color. This is another class that I have stacked over here. All right. I'm still looking for that ephemera thing. Oh, there it is. I knew it was close by. There we go. The ephemera pack is the Greetings for all mix and match ephemera. I just knocked stuff on the floor again. All right, so there's that. I'll move my paper. And I want to bring in my Secret Seed. This is my new favorite ink for stamping sentiments. It is a very dark blue, but what I like about it is when you stamp it on other things, that it makes it where it looks like it's black ink. So I need to put my dove down before I do my stamping. I just want to put a little bit of glue in these areas. Whoops. I don't want to put it in certain areas because it'll squish out of these little wings and stuff, because these are individually cut. So we'll stick that up there. And the reason why we put the blue down was because then it would help with this dove standing out. If you put it on white, it kind of blends in. Okay, now we're going to do the Peace on Earth. I'll stamp that right over here. I probably should have stamped it higher, but that looks fine. It gives you a place to sign it. But I am excited about getting some of my Christmas cards ready. I've been trying to do, like I said, one a week, and so I'm getting a nice little stack of them going so that whenever the time comes, I have cards to send out. So I have to do them all at once. Turn this on the landscape, makes it easier for me to see. We don't have an ink pad cloud cover because there was some issues with them. And so I was trying to find something that would go with the cloud cover cardstock that's behind. And so there we go. Now then, we're going to bring this in. And I'm going to show you. Okay, so here's the mountain. I like to fold with the mountain on the inside just because I feel like I get a better crease. So I'm going to fold in on that one. Folder here. Make certain the top edge and this bottom edge are lined up. And then I'm going to crease it with my bone folder like that. And I'm going to turn it around. And even though I have a score line here, I'm going to butt it up against this other one so that I get it perfect how I want it. And then I'll score it, or I'll take the bone folder and burnish it. So I'm putting those edges together, and then I'm going to go towards my score line. And that way, it's not like overlapping or anything. It's just perfectly butted up together. Flip it over. Do the back. You want to hold closed quite well. All right, so I'm open that up, and we're going to go ahead and put this in on the inside. That's a brand new bottle of glue, and I can see where the glue is underneath. There we go. That's on the inside. Press that down. I need a little bit under that corner. I must have missed it. There we go. All right, so hold that. Give it a moment. And now then, I've seen it where they've put DSP on here, or they put embossed cardstock on there. I wanted mine to be a little bit different than that. So I'm going to take these other pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and add those where they need to go. Now, if I was thinking ahead, I should have cut where I had the whole dove, but they are so randomly on the paper, you would waste a lot of paper trying to do that. And I didn't think that was too bad to have, you know, just a little bit of their wings cut. So I'm going to line that up on that glimmer paper. And you have to use a type of adhesive that will hold well to the glimmer paper, being it is a rough, it's a rough surface. I don't know that just the tape runner would hold. It might. My tape runner, I think I have the Plus that I've been using, and it's been, I'm running it across my DSP or anything like that, it's been taking the top layer of paper off. I've tried holding it in different directions, but I mean, it adheres well. Because I could put it on the glimmer paper and then put my DSP down, but there's two of them. And now I want to add the doves to this. I'm going to flip it over and put the glue on the back where the floral is, opposite what I did with those others. You want glue on your corners so they hold down, but you don't want too much glue so that it squishes out. Hope everybody is well. We've got a lot cooler weather here in Indiana. It has been being up in the upper 90s, and now it's fairly in the 70s, I believe. That's pretty. It's really nice outside. I sat outside for over an hour today reading a book. So, all right. Now then we need to add these to the front like that, but you want them to crisscross. So you want them to go in opposite directions. So you just pull it open like that. Now I know the ribbon kind of hangs up a little bit, but not enough that it matters. Just don't put any adhesive on that bow part. But I do have adhesive behind this loop and the knot of the card. All right, so we're going to add these on. So with this, I only want glue on the back of the right hand side, and the same with this one. And then we'll put this one in the middle and kind of split the difference, but we'll put glue on the left hand side of this. So I just want to put a little bit of glue right here. I'm trying to move some of it over there with the edge to hold. And then I want to bring it up. I'm going to center it from side to side, but then I also want to kind of make it how much of a border I have on the sides. That's the size border I want at the top. I got these a little bit close, so I'm going to try to do it right this time. I made certain there was enough for that piece, but it keeps getting hung up on that bow, so maybe this will help it out a little bit. So that one's like that. And then I'm going to do the next one, so I want to just put a little bit of glue on that end. I'll get those corners. I definitely don't want to go too far. Whoops. I started too far up. But I like when I make a little air like that, so I can show you how to fix it. I'm going to wipe that off with my finger. Make certain I get it back off my finger. Press this down and let it adhere. Then I am going to grab my adhesive eraser. Just kind of grab that off. I love the adhesive eraser because it picks up that glue. bring this, put glue on this other side. When that dries just a little bit more, I'll finish erasing. There we go. I'll set something kind of heavy. Set that like that. I want it to hold that. I'm going to find, do I want Merry Christmas like this? Or do I want the Merry Christmas like that? I'm going to try this one because I want it a little bit different. You could have Happy Christmas. Let's see. They have, let's see, Happy Holidays. It's got every holiday on here that I can think of. You know, Easter, and there we go. You just have to pop them out. I don't want to rip them, so I'm being gentle with that. And I'm going to use my mini dimensionals. Add that. So I want to pop up the sentiment. There we go. Press those on there well. Take those backings off. Move that out of the way. I'll put Merry Christmas down here. A little bit towards the bottom. Like that. And then I need some glue dots for the ribbon. Find that holds best. Here we go. I'll put one on the back of that loop and on the back of the knot. There we go. So I put one on the loop and one on the knot. I'll come down here. I think I could put another one on this other tail. Things the sentiment isn't near as large. And we'll trim that a little bit off. Sorry, I hit the camera. Helps when you're holding. There we go. When you're holding both bits of it. So I'll place that there. Then I'm going to use my ribbon scissors. And I'm going to trim a little bit off this end here. Stuff that away. All right, so press that down. And there we go. This is dry now. And if you want, you could put something there on behind your pieces, each one of them, but I like it where when you open it up, you just take and grab the bottom and you just pop them open. And so that is the card, and I need to add some of these little pieces. So the card went together pretty easy. And then, let's see. No, there it is. I take your pick tool, and I want to grab one of these lighter, large ones. I'll put that up there. And then let's grab another large one and down here. And then, let's see. Oh, there's some light ones. Thought about those because they're always covered. And then we'll put that right over here. So there we go. I think it turned out so cool. So this is a triple gatefold card. And it's so fun that just how pretty that all the Stampin' Up! Products coordinate together. That's the fun part about our supplies that we have, our products that we sell. And so I want to thank you for joining me for this demonstration of how to put that triple, I don't know what you want to call it, triple panel gatefold card. That's what it is, a triple panel gatefold card. That sounds pretty good. I don't know what other people call them, but I think it turned out just gorgeous. I love either one of the sentiments. I think I kind of like that sentiment better. This one is a little bit bolder, and I really liked it in the beginning, but now that I've used that one, I kind of like it better. And so another thing that I do is before I would send it, I would take and press just ever so lightly on those creases so that it will lay a little bit nicer down like that. And so there you go. That's how you make a triple panel gatefold card. And so I hope that you enjoy that. And if you did, I am hoping that for the month of August, on the Fridays that I do a fun fold, to do some other types of gatefold cards to show you that you don't have to just do a regular gatefold. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. I don't know if I'll get to do it every Friday. There are 5 Fridays in August, and I do have 5 different gatefold cards to share. So hopefully I can do that every Friday for the month of August. I will not be doing every week. I'm sorry. I won't be doing it every week from now on or anything, but I think for the month of August, I think it'd be fun to do all the different type of gatefolds. So I think I'll dedicate the gatefolds to August, and then probably start in September, it'll go back to like maybe every other week. So it's a new series that I'm doing, and this is the 2nd episode of my Fun Fold Friday. So thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, happy stamping.